What's up, everyone? It's Hey John, and I jab opportunities nonstop. And believe it or not, today I have some very good Evergrow coin news for you guys. But I want you to understand that this is all data driven. And why is it data driven? Because data is the one thing and the one thing that doesn't lie to you. It tells you the story exactly as it is. And I processed some data for you guys today, and I promise you, you'll be pleased to see what you're going to see, because I was pleasantly surprised, and it will explain a lot when I go over the technical analysis as well. So please make sure you watch this whole video so you actually understand what is going on, because I truly believe this will quell all of your fears, uncertainties, and doubts. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Evergrow coin, is it bullish or is it bearish? I would say it's actually bullish, and I can give you several scenarios as to why. And I don't want to say it's bearish because you can think of many other reasons by yourself. But the bullish case is a more difficult case to prove right now because everything is down. So let me go ahead and show you some news from the Evergrow coin team first. All right, folks, here we are on Jacob. He is the head of operations at Evergrow Coin EGC. All right, check this out here, folks. Jacob is saying, some feedback from Instagram fam. It sounds like many people like this wallet being currently developed, being dropped in Q2 2022. So more good news regarding Evergrow coin wallet. Jacob says, dropping a new commercial for the Evergrow wallet later. The most important news here is that at Jacob here, thank you at CoinMarketCap for fixing the chart. Let's get the rest of the details verified now. The reason why this is bullish news is because we have a wallet being developed and there has been positive feedback in regards to it. So this tells me their proof of concept is looking pretty darn good as of the moment here. But one of the more bullish news is that CoinMarketCap has finally fixed the chart where it looked like this. It went up and it went down almost immediately. So if you were looking at a chart and you're a new investor, you're gonna say, oh my God, it looks like a typical KuCoin where it pumps and dumps. But now they fixed that anomaly, and now it looks like a regular chart where you see it kind of go up and see it kind of do what it does here, right? So with that being said, this is a great day for the Evergrow coin army. Believe it or not, CoinMarketCap holds a lot of clout in the cryptocurrency space because many people come here to get their cryptocurrency financial data. Of course, it's all aggregated into a simple and unique place, so it is easily accessible. So that's number one in terms of why we're seeing good news for Evergrow coin. Let me go ahead and show you my process data to show you where the movements are between X, Y, and Z, because this will give you a clearer picture of what's really going on, because numbers don't lie. So let's go ahead and get to it. So here we are looking at the Evergrow coin hodler distribution. You can see in a high level how many folks own how many tokens. And you can see in each category how many tokens of EGC do they actually hodl. So for example here, the 25 to 1 billion club here, right? There's 15,604 individuals or wallets that hold a combined value of 59.2 trillion Evergrow coins. You can see the rest of it, it's self-explanatory. So let me go ahead and show you the next one where we actually see a difference in the movement between categories. That is the one you want to see. All right, folks, so here we are on the next one here. It's called the Evergrow coin hodler change. So this is comparing 3 days worth of data from December 7th to December 4th. So I accumulate all 3 days of data here, and I'm doing a comparison between the movement of those 3 days here and aggregating it into a simple look. So we've lost 25 to 1 trillion. We've lost 4 members in a combined value of 14.1 trillion tokens. That means they've sold that many tokens. So that explains why we are still seeing price pressure to the downside. And of course, I do want to reiterate, this is a 3-day accumulation of the data. So the most important thing here is that from 999 billion all the way down to 1 billion, all of these categories, we are seeing increased membership there. The most dramatic one will be the 25 to 1 billion club. We've seen an increase of 544 individuals in 3 days. They bought a combined value of 2.5 trillion Evergrow coins. The other important thing to note here is that we are seeing that from 250 million to 1 million, we're seeing a decrease in membership. But the important thing to note here is that they are a small amount, a fraction, if you think about it. Combined, maybe about 40 or 50 billion. So we're seeing lots of buying from below 1 trillion to 1 billion. We're seeing a lot of buying there. So this tells me people are just taking the opportunity. The ones who are smart, the true believers, they're buying it up. So I want to reemphasize, from 250 million to 1 million here, we saw a decrease of membership, maybe about 50 billion tokens in total, which isn't a lot in Evergrow coin if you think about it. It sounds like a lot, but in reality, not really. And I want to emphasize a fact. Look into your personal life here. Have you ever been to a store? Have you ever been to a place? Have you ever met a family member where they are dissatisfied with a product? When someone is dissatisfied with a product, well, guess what? This individual has the loudest voice. They are the ones screaming at the top of their lungs because they feel slated for whatever reason it may be. Whenever you go to Yelp.com to look for restaurant reviews here, right? You see a restaurant, you're saying, oh, 10,000 reviews. Oh, you see a handful of 1-star reviews. Well, these are the ones who are slated. Sometimes they may have a true and actual defense for their bad review, but sometimes when you read it, you're just like, bro, are you serious? You're complaining about that? It took you an extra second to wait. That's why you're upset. So sometimes these people who complain, who have the loudest voices, because they are expressing their dissatisfaction with X, Y, and Z service or product here. But do not forget, folks, the majority of folks who hold Evergrow coin, well, the ones who are satisfied, well, guess what? They barely say anything. As they say, no news is good news. But again, you always have a handful of bad actors who like to complain because maybe they didn't do their research. Maybe they don't understand what they got themselves into. Maybe they bought at the top and now they're selling off for a loss and they're being amateurs about it, right? You buy high, you sell low. Well, you know what? In a stocking, that is called transfer of wealth. From the impatient to the patient. That's as simple as it gets, folks. If you're in the cryptocurrency game, it's even more volatile than the stock market, and there's even more risk involved. So you better make sure you have that mental six-pack ready before you jump into any crypto, whether it's Evergrow coin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin. I don't care what it is. Make sure you have that mentality in place. Overall, though, I wanted to cover this data analysis to show you guys from a data perspective where it's empirical evidence and it cannot be disputed, it cannot be FUD, it cannot be anything but it is what it is, and this is what the data shows. Now, my interpretation from this is that yes, we're losing a few whales and it's being redistributed everywhere down below 999 billion all the way to 1 billion. So we're seeing that cohort increase their membership, increase the number of tokens they hodl. And now I want to emphasize as well, anywhere below 250 million to 1 million, we are seeing these individuals liquidating their positions for whatever reason. And most likely these same people bought in at the high and they're selling at the low. And that's why they're upset and they're creating all this FUD to try to get you to lose your money as well, because guess what? Misery loves company. But I'm here to dispel that myth because guess what? I'm done about, I believe, 70%, but I'm not even concerned at the slightest because if you look at the Evergrow coin tweets, if you look at what they're doing, if you see what the project is trying to achieve here, there is no reason for that. This is the only cryptocurrency where I've seen such amazing transparency. Yes, I am down, but that's okay. Now this tells me right now, I am seeing an amazing dip buying opportunity and we're seeing a floor. So let me go ahead and show you some technical analysis so you can understand what I'm saying and we can tie this all up together. Here we are, folks. We're looking at Evergrow coin at a daily perspective. What do we see here, folks? The support at 5137, the resistance at 8728. We are currently at 5979 and the low support is 5137. If that breaks, then that means 2666 will be your next support in the interim. You see a blue line here. Well, What does this blue line represent? This blue line is essentially a downtrend line. You can see that on December 1st, 2021, we went through it, we hit the resistance on 872 hit, we bumped our heads, and we came back down. But of course, the charts are one thing, and I showed you guys the data from about 3 or 4 days ago. So December 4th here, right, we're seeing a huge sale from the whales. We lost 4 whales holding 1 trillion EGC tokens. So when they sold, guess what? They caused a huge shake, a huge rattle in the Evergrow coin army and the charts. And now people are coming up with FUD, but I'm telling you, it was only 4 individuals that sank the charts. And then you saw all the small individuals from 250 million and below who sold some tokens and freaking out. The ones in the middle, the greatest and biggest cohort, they bought some more because they know what this is here. This is what you call an amazing dip buying opportunity. I understand that it may not look that way, but I'm telling you folks, it really is. Before you know it, we're going to tap the 8728 resistance and then 11853, and then boom, we are back at all-time highs. So currently we're riding the coattails of this down trend line. Now folks, I'm not saying go all in and buy here folks. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just saying based on what the data has showed me and what I've shown you, that people are actually buying this. And if you think about it, one BNB right now can buy you about 1 billion EGC tokens. So with all that being said, we now know where the movement is going, where we're seeing the herds move around. We're now seeing on a technical analysis perspective here where the supports and resistance are. We can see that we are still in a downward trend line and we are riding it like a coattail. So we could potentially test 2666 and 5137. Is this a guarantee? No. I am more inclined to believe that we will trade sideways until we see a soft launch of the Creator application and that new amazing tool. So until that happens, I will be accumulating, because once we see a true proof of concept and what it can truly do and a launch, then booyah. We will see people flood back in and buy this up. And most importantly, folks, as of this recording, we have 108,898 hodlers. So despite all of the FUD and uncertainty and all of the negativeness coming around here, we are still seeing increase of hodlers. And why is that? Because this is called an amazing buying opportunity. So make sure you leave me a comment down below with a special keyword of discount, because I want to know who are the real ones. And make sure you please subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. And most importantly, have an awesome day, and I will catch you all on the next one.